This telecast is copyrighted by Hometown 24 for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or retransmission of this game without the express written consent of Hometown 24 is prohibited.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Bank of Hyman Game of the Week right here on Hometown 24. Tonight, it will be the Commodores of Perry County Central hosting the Wolfe County Wolves from down the road at Campton, KY. Jim McCauley, Manus Blair, David Adams, we know the hometown crew. And, guys, it's warm outside, and it's warm in the John C. Combs Arena.
I thought you was going to say we're going back to Christmas again.
It's warm someplace.
If they put Bing Crosby music in the background here.
Guys, I tell you what, I don't know about you all. We've talked a little bit about the weather, and I'm kind of tired of this 20-degree weather.
That four-letter word that's coming up. We're not going to talk about that. Let's talk about the ball game. Let's start with Wolfe County. Guys have been playing some pretty good basketball lately. Big win over Powell County just a few days back, and this team is really trying to go where they want to go. They're trying to get I talked with Coach Creech and Coach Howard before the game, and they've been well pleased with the effort from these young men.
Well, I mean, Wolfe County, we've talked to this group of kids has played together for so many years. And, talent is definitely there. But, for me right now, I think that Wolfe County has to be consistent. We had them against Knott County a couple of weeks ago. Wasn't a great performance from Wolfe County. Then they go beat, a lot of people's favorite in the region in Powell County after losing by 40 the first time they played them. So my question is, which Wolfe County team shows up tonight? Is it the team that all the starters scored in double figures, or is it the team that struggles to find their identity on offense like we saw against Knott County?
Well, the thing about it is we were talking coming down, spreading the basketball. Their problem over at Knott County Central was they just could not figure out the zone. And they scored 40 points, but had a good performance. The score was deceiving. And I believe tonight, if they come out with that same effort that they did against Knott County and the offense that they posed against Powell County, they've got a real shot here at the John C. Combs Arena.
And on the flip side of that, Perry County really and we always expect that from Coach Hoskins' teams as the season goes. It's always an evolution. But my goodness, what a show that Hacker put on against Knott. And when Hacker can play and put up 20, because you know what you're getting from Mr. Combs.
Get 19.
Yeah, and you're going to get, and then, they didn't get a lot of scoring from the other spots, but they didn't need it. Very, very efficient.
Guys, to be honest, we had Perry and Hazard in a big matchup at Memorial Gym. I thought Perry played hard. They just was not hitting that night. And to be honest with you, I thought Hazard beat them to the 50-50 balls that night. It's a big difference. They got one shot, and Hazard got two.
You mentioned that, and it doesn't come in the scoring column the other night for Perry Central, but Tegan Couch came off the bench and had 7 big rebounds for Perry County Central.
That's
Josh Miller came in and gave some minutes, and of course Tyler Robinson's always going to give you good minutes.
And Josh Miller, I thought, was really an X factor for them, having the size and strength to get in there and bounce it around. But the thing that really impressed me most about that Perry win over Knott, it wasn't dictated at the three-point line.
Right.
Hacker was able to get into the paint. Dalton got into the paint. They were able to score the mid-range shot and at the goal, which in the past, Perry, when they're struggling from the three, they struggle offensively. But now they've kind of figured out, something else to do.
Yeah, that's going to be a big key down the stretch for the Commodores. And if you take Wolfe County, a big key for them is Coach Howard and Coach Creech was talking about, you got to make, when they do rotate the ball, they've got to hit those open looks because they're not real big, but only at one spot, and that's the 5 spot. Yep. And other than that, they are medium size.
Well, one thing that can't happen, Jim and David, is Jaden Holland cannot get 2 quick fouls like he did over at Knott County. and he's got to stay in the basketball game because he is one of those people that he can knock the three down, but he also can take it to the rack and score in the middle.
Right. Guys, we're going to take a break, and we'll come back and talk a little more basketball. We're just about 4.5 minutes away from the getting it all started at the Commodores Palace, as Jim McCauley calls it, and we do miss Punkin, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Great basketball fan. He loved to come to the games. He sat right down there at the spot, and boy, he really enjoyed it. He's the biggest basketball fan ever you'll see. We'll take a break. We'll be back. This is Hometown 24 Sports. Stay with us.
Brain health affects how we think, learn, and live. When it is ignored, the impact spreads into our classes, our friendships, and even our stability. It affects our families, communities, and even our ability to afford basic needs. But prevention can stop the chain. Sleep, hydration, movement, connection, and asking for help can protect our minds.
Hey, it's Kristen from Appalachian Wireless. We're local. We own the network, service the network, and guess what? We know our network. Saving money? We make that easy. Share and save by referring a friend. Switch today and save. Or do you just want to try us out? Try our free eSIM trial today. Deals on new phones with lots of ways to start saving. Your wallet will even thank us later. This isn't a new game for us. It's the long game for us, and we're here to make sure that you stay connected. Visit us in one of our many retail locations or online at AppalachianWireless.com. Because we are you, we're Appalachian Wireless.
Everybody get ready for the countdown. Up on your feet, get ready for the throwdown. Everybody's gonna be a showdown tonight. Welcome to the party, come on, everybody showdown.
Welcome back to Perry County Central High School, and now it's time for the keys of the game as the Commodores and the Wolves get ready to go at it here shortly. Jim, if you're the Commodores.
Well, I mean, one thing that Perry Central has to do is identify those shooters and run them off the line. You know, Wolfe County, they're definitely rhythm shooters, and when one falls, usually a bunch falls. So they've got to get out there and defensively, once again, those 50-50 balls, crash the boards. We say that every week, but it's always true. But I think offensively, you know, once again, Hacker, Combs, they're being really consistent right now. But, you know, I'd like to see them get some offense from Prater. You know, he's one of those guys that he can help you a whole lot, but sometimes he disappears. And I'd like to see him be a little more assertive on the offensive end for Perry Central to be successful.
Manus, the Wolves, what they got to do tonight to be successful against the Commodores?
Got to share the basketball. And then when they start making the shots, they got to get inside, drive, draw, and dish it. Then they've got to knock it down. The thing about it is, I think the X factor is Mr. Robinson inside, and if he can back some of Prater or whoever's going to guard him down inside, he can have his way if he's on it. Foul trouble, like I said, they played 5 people against Powell County. They cannot get into foul trouble, and I'll echo the same thing as Jim did. Who can get Molans? He's known to get to the loose balls. He's got to get to them for the Wolves and Coach Creech.
That's a good point. Those 50-50 balls are huge, guys. It cuts down the extra shots for whoever gets them.
And we've watched it, David, you know, night in, night out. You know, I think the great point was that Perry Central, Letcher Central game. Those 50-50 balls put Knott County over the top against Letcher Central, I felt like. In a lot of the games that we watch, it comes down to really who wants it the most.
Absolutely.
Especially in a close contested basketball game.
When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the tip from the John C. Combs Arena when we return right here on Hometown 24.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
For over a century, Bank of Hindman has proudly served Knott County and the surrounding communities. They're your hometown bank, built on trust, service, and a commitment to their neighbors. With online banking, bill pay, and mobile deposit, they blend today's convenience with the personal service you've always known. Visit them on the Hindman Bypass or at the Holly Hills Shopping Center. Bank of Hindman, where tradition and trust still matter.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
Welcome back to the John C. Combs Arena. Perry County Central will host the Wolfe County Wolves. And it is that time for our starting lineups, and then we'll have the tip here at the arena.
And, of course, it'll be first the Wolfe County Wolves, the visitors on the scoreboard, and number 5, junior guard Caleb Creech, number 11, senior guard Camden Oliver, number 22, senior forward Jaden Molans, number 15, senior guard Jaden Holland, and number 44, senior center Brady Robinson. Wolves are 9-6, 7-3 in the region, 2 wins in a row, RPI number 7. And now for the homestanding Perry County Central Commodores, 9-7 on the season, 6-1 in the region, RPI number 4, winners of 5 of the last 6, coached by Mr. Shannon Hoskins. And right off the bat, number 4, and that will be Josh Miller. Number 24, sophomore forward Nick Prater, Josh Miller, a freshman. Number 5, junior guard Jaden Hacker. Number 12, junior guard Landon Miller. And number 2, senior guard Dalton Combs. Perry Central coached by Shannon Hoskins. Wolfe County coached by Robert Scott Creech.
Looking forward to this match.
Well, starting Miller tonight, really good matchup inside with the big guy from Wolfe. Very interested to see how he does, and really a good-looking kid that played some great minutes the other night against who we play? Knott County.
Knott County.
Yep.
And, Mason Sumner not playing tonight, so gives a good matchup between Robinson and Miller.
Yeah. Here we have the ball presentation, and gentleman bringing that across. He's got that job here at Perry Central.
Every game.
He does a great job.
Referees Jim Cecil, Chris Ambergy, and Roger Fairchild. Chris puts it up, and Perry Central will control the tip. We're ready to go, gentlemen. Prater rises up 3, early 3, and Holland will come down with a rebound.
But I like Prater being aggressive early.
Absolutely. I mean, that was a good look, wasn't it, Jim? He had a good follow through, and he did all the correct things. It's just a little short on the shot.
Flex cut. Miller goes through Holland, and the foul will be on Miller.
And if you guys have watched Miller play football, you'd understand that.
Yeah.
Because he is a Tonka truck in there.
He does that to offensive linemen on the football field.
Yes.
Screen to screener, and
nice
Molans puts it in.
Nice. I like the bounce there in the crowd. Kept the ball low.
The old saying is he's the one that's always going to be open as Miller rises up with a 3. Nothing but nylon.
Never touched a thing right there.
Hasn't had as good a 3-point season as I thought he would, but maybe he's coming around this last month. Good hedge by Miller. Creech with the basketball. Robinson with the face-up, kicker to Molans. Robinson turns, left hand, nice move, but misses it. Hacker with a rebound.
I like the move there. He used the board just a little too hard.
Really deceptively quick with his feet.
And it's going to be knocked away, and it goes off of Combs. It'll be the Wolves basketball. Some really good screens already being set.
Oh, yeah.
Miller doing them once again, doing a nice job on the hedge off the screen. Holland backs down into the lane, turns, he's hit, and it's going to go.
Yeah, and that's 2 quick fouls on Miller right there. He's going to have to take a seat.
I thought he turned his body behind him when he should have stayed between him and the basket and got him in trouble, Jim.
And, you know, the Perry County becomes extremely small with Miller out of there.
Holland, 80% shooter, misses the first. And you see Tegan Couch comes off the bench. Miller, 14-footer, comes up short. Molan's rebound. Asking for the screen, shies away from it, misses it, but there's Molans, misses it. Miller rebound.
Yeah, 2 good looks at the basket from Wolfe County.
Molan should have used that square a little more, Jim, and may have had a shot.
You can see Dalton Combs really a focal point.
And it's going to be a foul call.
Yeah. Nice pass there. Ryan Farmer, how are you, my man, over in Hyden, KY? Glad to have you along tonight. Ryan, a big basketball fan over in Leslie County. Looks like the Commodores will put it in play.
On 3, Combs comes up short on the double screen.
But, you know, we saw Combs struggle in the first half against Knott County, and then he decided to attack the basket. Once he got a couple to fall, then he backed out and hit 3 straight threes from outside.
Combs show in the 3rd and Hacker show in the 4th. Backdoor, Molans thought about it, getting it in there, off the board and puts it in. Give him 4 early.
Wolfe very aggressive around the rim right now, guys.
Gives it up to Hacker, turns, puts it in, continues his hot streak.
Yeah, and that was a good entry pass from Prater right there.
Bumper Adams over on Route 7. Dexter Camel, glad to have them along. James Morris and Matt Thompson are watching, and glad to have them guys along as well.
Creek's trying to get everybody set. Got the 1-4 set, looking to isolate Robinson going against Couch. Couch comes across, and it's going to be a tie with Combs. Robinson, about like Miller, you don't want to grab those biceps.
No, you're just kind of paying for a ticket to get a ride is what you're getting right there.
He's a pretty strong boy. Good. He's got some strength about him.
Yeah, he man, wouldn't need a mule to pull a plow if he's around.
No G or Hall.
No.
Looks like that double stack up high this time.
Used a pretty good amount against Knott County. Holland with a spin up and under and puts it in.
Nice athletic move from Holland right there.
Give him 4. Averages 18.5 on the season.
Well, these Wolfe County players operate really well in space.
Halfway through the first as Combs rises up and knocks down a 3.
He got squared up good that time, got the follow through, and he's pretty good when he does that.
Pretty good is probably an understatement.
Yeah,
David.
22-footer, and he made it look simple.
And Hacker gets into the passing lane but knocks it to Holland.
Cecil's going to call it on the floor right there.
Yep, got bodied up twice there. And it'll be Miller's first, team's third. Failed to mention Dalton Combs. That's his 48th three on the season. Robinson backing Couch down. Left hand pass to Molans. It goes in the lane, a little bit clogged in there, but Molans puts it in for his 6 point.
Nice little runner there. 10-8 score.
Couch, long three. It's going to go long.
You know, you talked about Mullins being that 50-50 guy. He's always got his nose around the ball, Manus.
And if you got your nose around the ball, you're going to get things done. Holland picks the dribble up, and Creech comes to him to save him.
It's a great matchup right there.
Turns, gives it up to Robinson, but nice weak side defense by Prater. Goes in, splits the defenders off the board, misses it.
Gotta hit that shot.
It was a great move.
Yeah.
But really quickly, right back the other
Holland
way.
behind and misses it. Rebound the Combs, and here we go. We got a 2 against 3.
Gotta put it in the square, guys.
Very physical on the drive there. A lot of...
Combs finally gets to it, and he'll throw it away.
I'm going to tell you, Wolfe, in that little zone they are playing there, 30-second timeout, we'll leave here. They're being very physical in the paint.
Is it a matchup? Like a matchup zone?
Yeah.
Because they're really putting emphasis on Dalton, getting out on him, almost like a boxing one or something.
I think he is one of the assignments of this team, no question about that, the way they're, hanging close to
I don't know if it's that as much as what other teams have seen, that you put 1 foot in the lane. If someone's dribbling the basketball, the other 4 people's got 1 foot in the lane to take away any penetration.
Yeah.
And like we saw against Knott, that was a big deal, was keeping them out of the paint.
Yep. And they did a really good job at it. 2:27 as we go back to play, 10-8, Wolfe County. Come up with a different 1-2-2 trap out of it. Wanted the jump ball, didn't get it. Robinson spins, goes into lane.
I want to see that as to take a charge right there.
And, once again, patience by the Wolves.
Yeah. Yeah, much different than what we saw, last year from them.
Nice fake by Holland. He steps through, puts it in.
Nice move there.
Yeah, Holland's really, really attacking the basket right now.
12-8.
And you can see the confidence in Wolfe County.
They're just playing straight man now, aren't they?
Yep. Robinson is just staying in there, and that's going to be a foul call, and that's going to be on Couch.
And we've talked about that all year. If you're going to set that high screen, you've really got to keep your hands in.
Yes.
If you raise your arms at all, you're going to get called.
Robinson in the basketball game. Tyler Robinson for Coach Hoskins.
2-2-1 on the pressure here for the Commodores.
In and out dribble and knocked away, and it's going to stay with Wolfe County. Not for the meek.
No, it's very physical right now. A lot of really close guarding.
Side screen, nice look,
pass.
And he's going to be fouled. That's going to be Couch's second foul.
Boy, that was a great look right there. I mean, as soon as he screened, he turned around and was wide open, and he delivered the ball on a dime.
Robinson, 42% on the season, will shoot 2. Knocks it down. You remember over Knott County, he hurt his finger, and he never missed a free throw after I said his percentage.
Yeah, he had it wrapped up that night. Still had some buckets, you know. Yep. He was still playing.
Second one up is good as well.
Robinson, very athletic despite his build. You know, he looks like more of a back to the basket player, but we saw him really put some nice moves out there.
Combs beats Oliver, doesn't go, gets his own rebound, goes up, and he is fouled on the way up.
Only have 2 free throws coming up. That was a crowded area there.
Yeah, Combs just showing that strength, and we've talked about how that strength is going to translate to next level basketball for him. You know, we had a chance to watch some of the college teams play, and guys, if you're not strong, the college game's very rough.
Yes, it is.
Makes his first, like I said, 80% on the season. Foul was on Caleb Creech. That's the Wolves' second team foul. Wolfe County in the double bonus as Combs makes both. Like David said, stays in that 2-2-1.
Nice job by Wolfe County breaking the press. They had the middle man. They did passing was right precise, and they ran it right down the line.
Perry's working themselves into a little bit of foul trouble.
They're getting to some of the offensive players of Wolfe County late, Jim, and it's hard to recover if you're way back.
Molan's missing the first.
You've got to take advantage of it when you get these points, these free throws. Boy, they're huge in close ball games.
Second one's up, and it's good. Give Molan's 7.
45 seconds. First quarter.
Nice screen. Good help by Holland. Goes off the foot of Combs and out of bounds.
Well, if you're Wolfe, you will take advantage of it, but if you get the layup, you'll take it.
3-on-2. Mullins elects not to take it. And the staff of Coach Creech says, 1. We heard that with our headsets on.
You know, when Wolfe County plays within themselves, they're such a dangerous team.
Hey, guys, they're one of these teams that can get you, I'm telling you.
All 5 of them can handle the basketball like Murray Central. And nice pass by Creech.
Nice pass. You can't run it any better than that.
Nope. 17-10, the Wolves have come to Commodore land, and they've got a 7-point lead so far. Early second quarter coming up right after this. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Welcome back. Second quarter getting ready to start. Commodores will have the basketball. Manus Blair, Jim McCauley, David Adams. If you're wondering about Brian Johnson, he got lazy tonight and needed a night off, but he'll be back soon.
You know, we talked about earlier in our pregame talking about which Wolfe County team would show up, and Manus said that first 3 minutes. So they passed the eye test on that.
Yeah. Hacker, tough shot there. He did get a lot of body on him, and he goes up and uses the glass and puts it in.
Well, you know, the thing we saw last week with Hacker, you know, be able to make those shots through contact and be able to attack when he wants to. And he's really settled in on shooting that 8 to 10-foot jumper really well.
Well, I just think with Coach Hoskins, he's learned when to take and when not to. Nice pass. Molan's double figures now with 11.
And you got 5 guys that can handle the ball. It really makes it tough to put any kind of press on.
That was run to perfection right there, guys. The spacing, the man in the middle, and the long, wide-open pass.
Yeah, Hacker again with the nice drive. And, Hacker's got the ability to take over a game.
And he's got 7. And I was talking about Molan's for 50-50 balls. I should have been talking about his offensive game, and he heard me again.
I'm going to tell you, Wolf's kind of scoring easy right now. I know
David.
Coach Hoskins is not wanting that.
All gets away, and Combs, long 3, good. Give him 8.
You don't want to play horse with that guy.
No.
And you can see Coach Hoskins trying to pick the pace up, making the Wolves work the basketball up.
Yeah.
And the 2-2-1 is not created to cause turnovers. It's just to cause you to get your rhythm off.
1-4 low this time.
Going to run the old flex. Molan's to the goal, blocked by Prater. Got a 3 against 1. Robinson goes all the way down. Nobody stops him, and he puts it in.
Yeah, right back, Perry County out of the quarter, right back to take the lead.
22-21, and Commodores get the lead, and this will be a 30-second timeout. And, Jim, I thought Wolf may have shot the last 2 times down a little quicker than they normally did when he's in a half set.
Yeah.
It's refined the break and you get the layup, but went into a crowd that last time.
Well, you see, too, Perry, a little better spacing opening the lane up the last couple of times to come down. So Hacker can penetrate in. Then they penetrate in and get it back out to Combs. And we always talk about inside out. They presented Combs a great way to line up on the basket. And, guys, when he squared, it's going in.
Well, Wolfe County came out that first time with a 2-1-2, and then they went back to man-to-man. But you can see that Coach Hoskins is trying to speed up the play of Wolfe County. And like David said, if you're shooting the ball real quickly, you can give that credit to the 2-2-1. It gives you the sense that you're wide open, and I'm going to go ahead and take that shot.
Ronald Thompson looking in tonight. Glad to have him along. And Miss Kay Craft up at
one of the best cooks I've ever sat down at the table with.
I'm telling you, you just can't beat Kay Craft. She's a big sports fan. Absolutely.
She's a big referee fan.
Not Kay.
Well.
Lana Clemens also looking in there. Glad to have her along as well tonight.
Throws over the top to Robinson. He's caught on the sideline, and it's going to be out of bounds. And a renewed spirit here as the score was incorrect. I was counting my points.
It's 21-20.
Yes.
The scoreboard was wrong.
Yeah, I know who's never wrong. And that's MB down here on the way. Your wife. That's her.
Yeah.
We can all say that.
And, of course,
they got it straightened out.
Yeah, if my wife's watching, thank you.
Great pass.
Goes opposite side again. Robinson up, misses it. Fought 4, and Combs has it. Looking to advance up with a pass, gives it to Hacker. Up off the board, he wasn't set. And that's going to score the bucket.
That's a good break, guys.
Yeah, it was.
Time.
They're just right now very aggressive, attacking the basket. So it's kind of opposite to what, Perry Central usually very methodical on offense, but now they're kind of one increasing the tempo, attacking the basket. Wolf, more of a hesitant, slowing it down and running the set offense, which is, in years past, that's been kind of opposite.
Coach Creech brings his Wolfe County team up. Coach Custer Hard's his assistant. Coached at Leeds College, and let me tell you, that man knows what's going on.
And was an outstanding player himself.
Yes, at Breathitt County.
And it's going to be a timeout by Coach Creech.
Sideline. You got 3 men on you if 2's guarding you there. The sideline is your 3rd one.
It's 30-second, David.
Yeah, we'll leave it here.
You see Dalton Combs. He's a veteran. He knows how to play. He sees when to initiate the trap, and he does it great without fouling.
But, one of the things I was about to mention earlier, Wolfe County and their experience, they've seen a little bit of everything.
Yes, they have.
They know that sideline is not where you need to be. You need to get it up and reverse it or back to the middle instead of you having that sideline as an extra defender.
Absolutely. And that was a good timeout by Coach Creech, guys. He was headed nowhere to go there.
Yeah. Going to a box set now. Going to the isolation, weak side of help, knocks it out of bounds. Prater.
Yeah, you see now, as soon as Robinson gets the ball, that backside's collapsing down on him really quickly.
Tyler Robinson having the assignment against Robinson. Comes into Molan's, quick spin, misses it. Rebound Robinson off the board and puts it in.
Strong rebound and use the glass.
Give him 4.
Yeah, those broad shoulders create a lot of space.
Kicker to Prater going against Molan's outstanding defender. Robinson trying to take Robinson's 16-footer, comes up short. Couch goes way up, but he can't hang on to it. Throws it back, the wrong thing to do, and Hacker puts it in.
Yeah, that's the old adage of where you never save the ball.
No.
Yeah.
And Hacker with 10 in the second quarter, 12 total. Breach not finding any way, and Prater trying to give help like he's been doing on the weak side. Jumper no good. Rebound comes down to Combs. Left-hand dribble. Ball doesn't stop. He puts it up and in.
He's tough there, guys.
Give him double figures. He's got 10. Extend the lead out to 4. And Couch comes in, knocks it away. Got a 3 against 2. Robinson puts it up, doesn't use the board, misses it. Combs rebounds, tries to get room. Prater 3. Good.
Wow. 20-footer.
Perry Central continues the run.
Well, Perry right now has been a little bit more aggressive and physical on defense than the Wolves.
Creech goes in, kicker, Molan's goes into the lane, kicker Oliver, 3. Good.
It's a big shot there to get Wolf back. But now, the Commodores have been physical, too, on both ends after the last time out.
Yes.
First bucket for Oliver. Combs drive, misses it, rebound Molan's.
Yeah, good look right there from Combs, just a little too strong.
Creech walking the basketball up. The old scissors, and Holland didn't see it, and it's going to be a turnover. One of the few turnovers that Wolfe County has had in the front court.
Guys, I think this is a crucial 249 for Wolfe County.
100%.
Because, Commodores run off 2 or 3 quick buckets here, and you're going to find yourself, a little bit of a hill to have to come up.
Behind the 8 ball as Maddox Brown is in for the Wolves for the first time. Robinson takes a break. Hacker 15-footer doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Brown. They'll start the weave on the outside. Holland, I started to say hadn't heard from him in a while, and he goes right in there.
Well, too, man, it's like the middle of the floor is so wide open there. And, I was getting ready to make that comment, and then automatically he drives in and gets to the basket.
He scored those 3 quick baskets in the first quarter, and he has 7 now. Second one up, and it rattles and goes. Pulls the Wolves within 2. And one of the things, too, is Perry Central's getting downhill real quickly. And that's going to be a foul, and that foul is going to be on Maddox Brown. That's his first. Still not in the bonus. Holmes will back it up and hear the call and start the offense. Miller long three, doesn't go. Tipped by Robinson out, but it goes to Molans. 2 against 1, gives it up to Holland. Holland will be blocked from behind. Missed. Molans gets it, and he is fouled.
You know what? Both of those kids missed the shot because did not use the board. And you've got to use that sucker. That's why that square's up there, guys.
But you see Molan's persistence on the glass. He really gets after it in there.
First one is good. 2 of 3. A very well put together young man.
Yes.
Second one is good. 15 is Robinson will come in, and someone's got to go out.
Same thing.
Can't go 6 against 5.
Well, you can if you can get away with it, but you're not going to get away with it very often.
It helps on defense.
Yes, it does.
As we got a tie score here, 30 apiece. Hacker into the lane, gives up to Robinson, 3. Yeah. He doesn't go, but there's Combs. Power dribble goes up, puts it in.
Combs is a kid that Wolf's going to have to just single out. Somebody's just going to have the assignment of blocking him out and all this.
We got a scrum, and Hacker realizes Combs is behind the defense, and he puts it in.
I think everybody on the floor was involved in that one.
Oliver to Molans had Robinson for a brief moment. Prairie Central sprint out with a 4-0 run quickly. Oliver goes straight in, and it's going to be a block. And that's going to be on Hacker, and that's going to be his second.
Yeah, that was really close right there.
Yeah, it was.
The old motion going up, and if the motion's going up, you got to be set. It's changed in the last 3 or 4 years. Or an emphasis. We need Brian Johnson here.
Well, you know, Brian's got to take the day off.
So Oliver will go to the line, 73%. Now, the Wolves shoot 70.7 from the free throw line. So if you foul them,
they're going to make you pay.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, they're bringing Miller back in with 2 fouls with 39 seconds to go. It's got to be really careful right here.
It's Miller with 3 or Hacker with 3, and you choose.
I got you.
Well, you really don't want either one of them to be. Misses it, rebound to Prater. Let's see if Coach Hoskins will go for 1.
30 seconds.
Double quick halftime show coming up.
Good spacing by the Commodores. They'll set the screen for Combs right here.
15 seconds. Combs 3, no. Long rebound to Prater. He's got it. Tries to give it up, knocked away by Brown with 3.9 seconds to go.
Still plenty of time to get a good shot here with 4 seconds.
And it's nice hands by Holland. As he got time, he lets it go. And it's good.
Boy, he was staring at the clock the whole time he was going up, pulled it the last second.
And that's the advantage of having that clock above the backboard.
Yep. We're all tied, 34-34 on our Pregame Hammond Game of the Week. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after this. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
Brought to you by Double Quick, Keisha Caldwell Bankruptcy Express, Hometown Pharmacy in Hazard, Mountain Health Alliance, TPBT Bancorp, Primary Care Centers, Kentucky Farm Bureau Whitesburg, and Heidi Hoffensberger Law.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Take the gun. Not afraid to start. I'm not living alone. Some folks think that I say so wrong. I can take a shot. Life gets hard. I'm alive. I'm Perry County strong. I'm alive. I'm Perry County strong.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Tucked deep within the rolling hills and ancient ridgelines of the Appalachian Mountains, Eastern Kentucky is a place where heritage runs deep and community runs deeper. Known for its coal mining legacy, bluegrass traditions, and fiercely proud people, this region tells a story of resilience, creativity, and quiet beauty. I'm going to take you along with me as I visit some different counties of Eastern Kentucky and explore what all this amazing region has to offer. Hi, I'm Rebecca McCauley, and this is Bluegrass and Backroads.
Welcome back to the John C. Combs Arena right here on the campus of Perry County Central High School. We're at the half. Wolfe County 34, Perry Central 34. And guys, Wolfe County is a battling right now, and the Commodores is a good basketball team, but Wolfe County has found a way to get some open looks.
Oh yeah, they're just trading blows right now. We saw both teams mount little runs. Very, very, very physical game, especially up top with the guards. And both teams, very good guard play tonight. Really impressed with actually both teams as they're rounding in that shape that you want to get as you start moving more towards February.
Well, one of the things, too, Wolfe County took it to Perry Central early and took it to them, spread them out, took it to the rack. Then Coach Hoskins says, I'm going to go 2-2-1. I'm going to speed them up a little bit. Going to be real physical in the front court and kind of hurt Wolfe County. Then Wolfe County turns back and adapts to that physicality. And, of course, with the big three at the horn by Holland, we got a tie game.
Yeah, and both these coaches, veteran coaches, and have been around the game a long time, and watching those adjustments in game are very impressive. The thing about Wolfe County that's really they're a very balanced team. You know, we saw, if you can go over the scores, Manus, and then we'll talk about that. Go ahead and go over the scores if you want to.
First for Wolfe County, and surprisingly, Caleb Creech is not one of those people that have scored, but he has kept them in the offense. But Maddox Brown played, did not score, and of course, Caleb Creech. Oliver with 4, Jaden Holland with 11, Jackson Holland played, did not score. Jaden Molans with 15, 9 of those in the first quarter. Brady Robinson with 4 by quarter, 17 in the first, 17. That's that consistency you were talking about. Total of 34. Perry County Central, Combs with 14. Tyler Robinson with 2. Jaden Hacker with 12. Landon Miller with 3. Tegan Couch with 2 fouls, did not score. Nick Prater with 3, and Josh Miller, who picked up those 2 fouls, along with Jaden Hacker with 2. And Caleb Creech has 2 for Wolfe County, and that's the scoring, 34-34. And, you know, Prairie Central 10 in the first quarter, 24 in the second quarter.
You know, a lot of that brought on by that press that they put on. But, you know, I think it's kind of like, you know, we alluded to in the keys of the game. That third scorer for Perry County has to emerge for them to be able to hang in this game. I mean, you know, Hacker, he's going to get his. Dalton's going to get his. But we've yet to see that third person to step up. You know, I thought Prater came up, was really aggressive, knocked down the 3. He's made some great moves inside, but not been able to finish on the inside.
And, you know, Landon Miller. You know, I'm a big Landon Miller fan, and he's just got to knock those down. He's had some shots. They've looked good. They just haven't gone down.
Yeah.
Tick Lewis, glad you're looking in tonight, my man, and glad to have you along. Rick Adams down in Florida, and we've got people all over, guys, looking in.
Tim watching. Eldridge from down in Corbin,
KY, and they all leaning back, taking it easy. When we come back, we'll have the second half, third quarter, getting ready to start from the John C. Combs Arena. We're all tied at 34. We'll be back.
New year, new tech. Start 2026 connected with the latest devices from Appalachian Wireless. Upgrade to the powerful new iPhone 17 or the sleek iPhone 17 Air. Get more done with iPad A16 or stay connected with Apple Watch Series 11 or Ultra 3. And for the kiddos, the Explorer X6 Play, the smartwatch made just for kids. New year, new devices, and the service you trust. Right here at Appalachian Wireless. Visit us today at one of our many retail locations or online at AppalachianWireless.com. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Heinemann Pharmacy, located inside the new Heinemann Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a favorite medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Heinemann Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Heinemann Bypass. Call the Heinemann Pharmacy at 785-0513.
My name is Isabella, and I am from Madison County, Kentucky. Instead of choosing a larger university, I chose to attend Alice Lloyd College because I wanted a more personal college experience. The small class sizes provide a close relationship between students and professor that isn't possible at any other university. ALC is more than a place to learn, it is a place to grow, serve, and lead. Learn more at alc.edu.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
34-34 as the second half gets ready to start. Prairie Central's made their way on the court in the white uniforms, red numerals. Wolfe County, the black uniforms, royal blue numerals. So we're getting ready for the second half, and Wolfe County will have the basketball, Manus Blair. And so it looks like Chris Amberger, the official, says right here, guys, and we'll get it going. 34-34. We got a dandy going at the John C. Combs Arena.
And everybody with the same lineup they started the game with.
You know, I'm anxious to see if the defensive intensity from both teams can maintain throughout the course of this game.
A quick halftime arrangement there, but Robinson unable to get to it. Good call coming out of halftime with Coach Creech, but Robinson just bobbled the basketball. Creech goes in, kicker to Molan's three. Doesn't go. Miller with a rebound, sprints out with a dribble. Tried to give it back to him. There's Molans with a steal, and he'll back it out. Oliver thought about it, and he'll back it back out. Thought we may see a heavy dose of Holland going on right here. Nice move by Oliver up off the board, misses it. Prater has got a 5 against 4. Miller out front, goes in.
That's going to draw the
contact. Yep.
Yeah. Did a nice job, Miller did, of going into the defender, and he's forced the official to make a call.
Landon Miller will shoot 2. First time at the line, knocks it down 85% from the line.
Yeah, he's got great form.
And, you know, I mentioned about Wolfe County. Perry Central shoots 70 as well.
Yeah.
You don't want to foul them.
Well, guys, we know when the regional tournament comes in the district.
You've got to be able to make those, David.
Makes it easier.
They're huge.
Makes it easier. Here comes the 2-2-1. Creech with the basketball. Long throw, and one gave and other one went.
Yeah, Coach Creech with the exasperating sigh over there, because unforced turnover is definitely not what the Wolves need at this point of the game.
Prater goes in, gives it up to Miller off the board, misses it, gets his own rebound, but knocked away by Oliver.
Miller went up strong, but he was soft after he come down, and he's got to be strong with that basketball. He's a big guy, and he's got plenty of strength.
Gives up to Robinson. Nice give up, but misses it.
Boy, they've missed several right there at the basket.
Point blank range.
Yep.
Miller, kicker to Prater, 3. Good.
Prater's been hitting those corner shots.
Well, you know, when he sets his feet, you know, like every good shooter, when he's setting square.
Nice pass as Robinson puts it in.
They're very good at when they get the first pass in close, second pass, they're very good at looking long, Wolfe County is.
Hacker into the lane, gives up. Prater, can it be 2 in a row? Yes.
Oh, my! Playing a little street music now.
And that's what we were talking about. You know, Prater being able to knock down some of those shots.
Nice pass. Molans puts it in, 17.
The pace has definitely increased here in the first couple of minutes of the third quarter.
And you know that's what Coach Hoskins wants.
Yes, it is.
You'll trade 2 for 4.
But if you're Wolfe, you've got to take that layup.
18-footer Combs misses it. Rebound Holland.
You know, Wolfe County coaching staff, slow everything down, set it up.
And once again, as a former point guard, I like what Caleb Creech is doing. He's looking to involve other people. But sometimes it can be a fault.
Well, you know, very good defender, size and strength-wise.
Goes into the lane, and then he is fouled. He heard me.
Yep.
And that's Prater's second foul, and it'll be on the floor, so it'll be inbounded underneath. Looking for Holland. There he is. Left hand, misses it. Bodied up a little bit, unable to make it. Hacker behind the back. Left hand, kicker to Prater. 3 threes. No. Rebound comes down to Combs with 2 hands, puts it up. Wanted to foul, didn't get it. 3 against 3. Creech goes to the floor. Hacker puts it up. Miller goes in, and he puts it in.
Yeah, Wolfe County needs to slow down. They're getting in a hurry and they're going down, and they're trying to take the ball where there's two defenders, and that's a good timeout by the Wolfe County coaching
Well, they're
staff.
trying to use Robinson inside to set that, just sealing off the paint, but Perry is so good at getting through that seal that they're forcing very tough shots at the basket.
And, when you do the pin down.
Yes.
You do the pin down. Sometimes if you'll pin down and open up, you're the one's open, and the person that's doing the curling, which in most times has been Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
Two people's on him, and he turns, you get it. And they've done that off the weak side down here, if you'll remember, two or three times.
If you're the Commodores, you want to keep the pressure on and keep the pace going. And if you're Wolfe County, hey, guys, let's slow it down. And after the shot, let's get back and play a little defense. Jim, Wolfe County's not being able to get in their match because Perry's getting the ball out so quick on a make or miss.
Yeah,
so
they're not being able to set up. Yeah.
Well, everything's by design. You're taking early shots to speed it up sometimes. It's the old Rick Pitino in the 90s deal. We're going to make you do things that you're not wanting to do. And you don't even know we're making you do it.
Just that, sometimes that false sense of urgency.
Back to play we go as Wolves will have the basketball.
Prairie Central up 6 as we're halfway through the third quarter. Oliver with the basketball. Robinson steps to it, and they'll set the offense. Holland with a fake, and Prater, like a pogo stick, was jumping up in the air.
Things have came very hard for Wolfe County in the third quarter on the scoring.
Preach, pump fakes, gives it up to Robinson. Nice pass.
Well, in that time, instead of taking the wild shot, made the extra pass.
Combs, 3. Good.
Poison Combs just gets daylight. He's a guy, I'm telling you just can't give him daylight.
Holland with a spin, had Robinson for a brief moment.
Just couldn't get into position to pass it.
3, Oliver. Good.
That's a big one, guys, for Wolfe County.
Yeah, keeps them hanging around right there.
Give him 7.
And if that was a miss, the Commodores were ready to go.
Were. 23rd 3 on the season for Cam Oliver. Dalton Combs says, I can match it. Nope. Rebound Molans. Creech goes up, pump fake, gives it up to Robinson again, and puts it in. Nice two-man game. Coach Hoskins is asking for a timeout.
We'll leave it right here as this is a 30, and guys, Wolfe County has managed the last 3 trips to slow it back down.
Well, you saw Coach Hoskins right there really trying to get Miller. Don't collapse on the double team. You got to stay on your man. Twice in a row, he's went over to help again on Creech and dropped it right off to Robinson for a wide open layup.
Yeah.
Sometimes the old drop coverage get you in trouble.
Yep,
but the thing about it is, too, you'll see Coach Hoskins also talking to others that when that happens, if you're on the weak side over there,
got to come down.
You need to be there. They can't get it to them in the deep diagonal corner.
Dalton Combs will come over and get the ball from official Chris Ambergy, and the Commodores will start the play back out as Wolfe goes back zone, Manus Blair.
Yep, and that's the old change of defense after a timeout or a change of possession. Let's see how Prairie Central attacks it.
Coach Hoskins got his guys really moving right now. Nice play after the timeout, guys.
Nice cut by Miller.
Yeah, just a
nice
good
job.
Josh Miller's first bucket on the evening. Molans don't take the bait.
Minute 45, third quarter.
Box set here, and usually that means a cross screen. Robinson, I thought he was going to launch it.
Yeah.
He was getting set.
He had me faked out. Creech into the lane again, being hounded by Hacker, and goes into the lane, knocked away, but it goes to Molans, knocked away from him, and it's going to be a steal. Miller with the basketball, gives it up to Dalton Combs. Prater Avenue blocked by Robinson. Holland gets it. And that's going to be a foul. And that's going to be on Combs, and that's going to be his first. Maybe that was a Golden Globe award.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of really good acting on that play. That we saw.
I hope we had a close-up on Coach Hoskins on that.
Yeah, we've seen a lot more physical plays than that tonight.
Holland spins, knocked away. Oh, gotta love high school basketball.
Boy, they're very, very physical out there.
30 seconds to go in this third quarter. Creech doing a nice job of playing through that off the dribble. Holland goes into lane, spins, gets Prater up in there, doesn't go. And it's a top kick out with the feet. Wow. I don't believe I've ever seen that before.
I have never seen that play.
Oh, and Creech is knocked away. Robinson goes. They're asking for an over the back three. Doesn't go.
Got robbed. In and out. 49-45. Let's take a break. Commodores by 4.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, mat program, x-ray, and transportation. Little Flower Clinic Rheumatology, Dr. Travis Sizemore and Brianna Cornitz, treating autoimmune disorders such as lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, and more. 487-9505. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
Hi, my name is Heidi Hoffensperger from Hoffensperger Law Office.
Debt can feel overwhelming. The calls, the letters, the constant pressure, it's hard to see a way forward. You're not alone. The law office of Heidi Hoffensperger has helped countless people through their bankruptcy, giving them a fresh start and a chance to rebuild. Bankruptcy isn't the end.
The legal world can be a very, very difficult and complicated world, and I don't want that for my clients.
Call today and let Heidi help you with this new beginning.
Main Flyer, Jim McCauley, David Adams, and the Hometown 24 crew with you tonight on the Bank of Hyman Game of the Week. 49-45, Puri by 4. And the Commodores will have the basketball to start the fourth quarter. So, guys, every possession is big.
Oh, yes.
From here on out.
You got that right. Is Wolfe County in the man-to-man coming out. Combs to the lane, and it's off the backside of the backboard. That's out of bounds, and that will be Wolfe County basketball.
That line was a defender there, Jim McCauley.
Oh, yeah.
You'll see, I would imagine one of these two back people for Wolfe County will scoot up. Is the way the Wolves have been doing it.
Okay. And he steps out of bounds, and it's going to be a turnover on the Wolves. Tegan Couch is back in the basketball game for Puri Central. Failed to mention that. Picked up those early 2 fouls in the first half.
And he gives them good length in there as well.
You see Robinson, he's doing the old Tubby Smith ball line defense. Nice fake by Robinson. May have got away with a double team, but Miller puts it in.
Boy, right back in that press.
Long three, doesn't go. Rebound, Couch, and there's that two-hand rebound that he's good at. Oh, and he threw it to the sideline. Six-point lead for the Commodores. Might have been a little quick shot the last time.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's not what they've been looking. The coaching staff's not looking for that. Goes into Robinson. Molans picks it up, puts it in.
How he made that, I do not know.
Me neither. He had defenders draped all over him, but strong enough to get the ball off and into the hoop.
Give him 19 on the night.
Oh, that's a big game for him.
(51-47), just over 6 minutes in the ball game. It's been a dandy from here, John C. Combs Arena.
Prairie Central working it side to side. Miller gets him up in the air. 14-footer, no. Rebound comes down to Molans.
And Molans really playing great for the Wolves.
And it's going to be knocked away from Holland. Miller into the lane, gives it up. Blocked that time by Creech. Molans got it. Got a 3 against 1. And a smart foul right there.
Yeah, that was an easy 2 for the Wolves.
Yeah, that was probably the best thing you could do, really.
Yep.
That was a 3-on-1, which was going to be a bucket on the other end.
You know, Hacker setting back or checking back in, but I believe he's had some stomach issues.
Well, there's stuff going around, guys. It's been that. You know, you have all this warm weather, then it comes back cold.
And Robinson goes in, left hand, misses it. Couch with a rebound.
To be honest with you, Robson's got to finish that.
Yeah, and he's left probably 8 points on the board tonight there.
And that foul is going to be on. That's going to be on Holland, Jaden Holland. Hacker to the lane, didn't have an angle, and he was out of bounds when it hit him, and it will be Wolfe County basketball.
Yeah, Wolfe County probably needs to really, you know, they've got to come up with a way to score easily. I mean, it's just been a struggle on the offensive end for them in the second half.
Kicker knocked away as Couch was in the passing lane.
That long pass was ready, but he didn't see him.
Couch splits him, goes in, and lays it in.
Nice. Yep, right off the glass. That's what you want to do.
His first 2. Molans is behind the defense, puts it off the board and puts it in.
You know, the thing is, they can't trade buckets at this point, David.
No.
You know, you've got to come up with a way to get a stop.
Now you're a couple buckets short, so you've got to make 2 or 3 plays here to have a shot towards the end here.
Full timeout, guys.
Well, we'll leave it here. Let's talk about the Harold Mullins Classic coming up Friday night, guys.
Big doubleheader, boys and girls action.
Yep. And that'll be held at Knott County Central High School. And looking forward to that, to celebrate and talk about our old friend. And Harold been in broadcasting a long time, guys. Started in 1985, and that just ended about 3 seasons ago. So been in the business a long time, and was official, a Kentucky High School Athletic Association official for years as well.
And I've said it, and I've said it again. He called my first high school girls basketball game at Buckhorn High School.
There you go. 53-49 as we're getting ready to get back to play here. And
what are we thinking here, Coach? Coach Creech with a timeout.
Well,
what's his thoughts here?
I think he's wanting to make sure the middle's took care of down here, and if they're going to have the jumper, they're going to take it a little deeper than the basket. Wouldn't you, Jim?
Well, and, you know, I think that physicality factor, I mean, you know, there's not been a great deal of fouls called. You keep increasing the physicality on defense till they do call.
Miller into the lane, 15-footer, good.
Nice shot.
Yeah.
Give him 9. That's the shot that he is really good at.
I don't know why he just didn't turn and go that time.
Can't throw it backwards. You got to throw it forwards, and Molan said, I'll go in and lay it in. Give him 23 on the night.
What's his average?
He's averaging 8.1.
Oh, my, did he come to play tonight?
He definitely did.
Oh,
Prater
boy.
splits through, puts it in.
Nice weave to get the bucket.
Yeah, I really like the way Prater's played here in the second half.
Give him 8 in the second half for a total of 11.
Yeah, once again, Wolfe County just trading buckets right now with Prairie Central.
Looks like they're going to go up high with a stack this time, and then they'll spread.
Holland, 3. Doesn't go. Rebound tapped away, and it's going to go to Prater.
You know, that wasn't a bad look.
No, yeah, I mean, very capable of making that shot with consistency. Prairie Central going to be fine with taking a little bit of air out of the ball right now.
Couch with the basketball. Robinson having the guard. Couch just a little bit more as Hacker goes into the lane, and he is fouled.
Looks like Combs getting ready to check back in.
You know, here in the last 6 or 7 minutes, you know, it's been Prater, it's been Miller, you know, and that's what they need, not to have to use Combs and Hacker for all of their offensive firepower.
Right.
Combs on that double staggered screen. Oliver worked his way out quickly, kept him from shooting that. We're under 2.5 now. And you're right, Jim, they're a little bit more patient.
Yeah, they're going to have to force Wolfe County now at some point to start fouling.
Neither team in the double bonus. Gives it up to Miller. Pounds it, but he's going to lose it. Creech goes through, gives it up to Holland.
Yep.
Fouls on Prairie Central's number 12, Landon Miller, his second. Team's second.
You know, and you see, too, Wolfe County with the lack of depth. Their kids are really looking winded out there in a physical game. There's been a lot of transition.
Oliver goes into Molan's.
Nowhere to go right here.
Tough pass, and it's going to get away, and it's going to be Hacker, and he's going to be fouled by Oliver out front.
Fouls on Wolfe County's number 11, Oliver, his second, team's third.
And that's only the third team foul on Wolfe County. They're going to have to foul 2 more times to get into the double bonus. Probably look for him to go after the basketball. Hacker with a 14-footer doesn't go.
Yeah,
rebound comes down and knocked away, and Prater will pick it up, and a timeout by Coach Hoskins real quick.
He wasn't very pleased with the shot that Hacker took
I don't think he wanted any shot there, did you?
No, I don't think so.
No, he was wanting to run time off, and
he said, give me a full timeout.
Let's take a timeout as well, and we'll be back. 57-51, our score.
Prairie County.
Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard is here to meet all your prescription and healthcare needs. Pharmacist Darren Smith and the experienced staff provide fast, reliable service with the professionalism you expect. With friendly service and a commitment to quality care, Hometown Pharmacy is proud to serve the Hazard community every day. Ask about their new app. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard, quality care, professional service right here in your community. TVS Mobile is here. Mobile service from the broadband provider you already know and trust. Powered by the nation's most reliable network. TVS is your #1 choice when you need to stay connected. with mobile plans to suit any budget and any situation, and phones from your most trusted brands. Go to tgtvsmobile.com today and see how TVS can keep you connected. The choice is yours. The time is now. TVS Mobile.
Commodores will have the basketball. Minute 40 to go as Combs will have it. And guys, Wolfe County's back the man.
Yeah, and they've got a foul here to
They're going to take chances, and I don't think Prairie Central will be shooting the basketball unless it's free throws or layups.
I agree.
They're taking chances right now with the basketball. And Prater goes in and not only say layup, I'm going to put it down, and he is fouled.
And Coach Hoskins was all right with that.
Yeah, I mean, he had an opportunity there close to the rim.
Well, Prater's really impressed me tonight. This is the first time, and maybe since that Letcher Central game that we've watched him, that he's really become very good at scoring the basket. Hit the ball well from three, has attacked the basket tonight. Left a few points on the board early, but still, just, you got to guard him.
Yeah, I thought he hit some big shots out on the floor, too.
Oh, he did. That kind of really opened up the lead for Perry.
Holland with a three, he misses it, rebound Robinson.
Good break there.
And it's going to be a foul on Oliver. As Prairie Central has pushed it on out to 8.
Guys, it looks like Commodores is going to pull this off unless Wolfe really comes up with something. But, give Wolfe credit. They come here and they battled.
Yes.
And the final score, if they don't come out on top,
this was 4 or 5 point basketball game. It was a close basketball game, and we kind of figured it would be. Wolfe has been playing very well here of late, and the Commodores have too.
Oliver with a long three knocks it down. Double figures with 10. Got to pick who you're going to foul, and I think it's going to be Hacker.
And Hacker, if you're just going on percentages, he probably is the lowest shooting percentage from the free throw line out there.
Well, when you're looking, Dalton Combs 80. You're looking at Tyler Robinson. He's made 12 out of 13. You've got Landon Miller 85%, Prater 79, and Hacker 56. And he says there's your 56.
But, guys, going off of what Wolfe did at home against Powell the other night, they played Perry tooth and nail tonight. In my unofficial, I'm kind of moving them up into that top 5, in that top 5 area, probably going to drop Letcher down a little.
And Oliver says we're not done yet.
He is golly.
And that's going to be 2 threes in a row. He's got 13 now.
I tell you, this Wolfe team, I don't know if they can put 3 games back-to-back because they have no bench, hardly. But
you saw more of that tonight than in the Powell County game. He's added a few people in there. But I see where you're going with that, David.
Yeah, but I want to tell you, when it gets regional tournament, no matter who they draw, that first round, somebody's got a hard basketball game. And the Commodores, we understand them from the start. They're always hard at tournament. Coach Hoskins is. He's always ready.
But I think Wolfe County has shown
that they're in the mix.
Yep.
They're right there.
Yep, I agree. And, Perry's got, they're one of the teams, hazard, rotation. They don't have a lot coming off the bench. Perry plays 8 players pretty consistently. So the depth for them. I've still not got to watch Powell. Now, we get Powell next week.
Powell, very athletic, very long, and can play.
The 30th, we've got Powell, so I'm very excited to get to watch them play.
30th, no, it's a Saturday. It'll be 31st. But one thing about Wolfe County, regional tournaments in Breathitt County, and they've played a lot of games.
Yes,
on that
they
floor.
are. They're very close there. So look out. Anybody playing the Wolves, you've got a ball game.
And there's going to be the foul by Oliver. Like I said, Tyler Robinson, 12 out of 13 on the season. Make that 13 out of 14.
Now, was Sumner injured, Manus?
Yeah, I don't know if he's injured. He just wasn't going to play tonight. Not sure. I didn't talk to anybody. Just knew he wasn't playing.
Like to wish good luck to Breathitt County as they travel to Owensboro today. Get ready for that All-A state tournament.
Absolutely.
I'm sure they'll make the 14th region proud.
Absolutely. Go Bobcats.
And, of course, you've got the Hazard Lady Bulldogs as well.
Oh, yes.
And that'll be tomorrow. Hacker makes it.
But one thing about those Lady Dogs, too, they've played enough competition. There's nothing they're not going to be that they've not seen before down there.
You're right. And the Lady Dogs, I think they left early this morning to make their way down to Owensboro. So we wish them the very best.
Wolfe County will push it up, trying to look for the three or take the quick bucket. Step back, and that's blocked, but Robinson will come up with it back to Oliver for the three. Oh, it doesn't go. Moland once again puts it in.
Moland is
Man,
he's been a hero tonight,
yes,
Jim
he has.
McCauley. Coach Hoskins going to take a timeout, so we'll leave that here and talk, guys. So as soon as we end the game, we'll get Manus to go over our final stats and his final thoughts, and Jim his final thoughts, and we'll close on out. Dalton Combs will be our Alice Lloyd College player of the game. Great game tonight as always, but I want to be honest, guys, we could have picked 3 or 4 of the Commodores.
Yeah.
We just we thought Dalton hit some crucial buckets.
Defense was really the thing that stood out to me. He rebounded the ball well, but defensively he held, he had to play pretty much the whole night against Creech manned up. Held Creech to 0 buckets. Is that correct, Manus?
Creech does not have a bucket. Nope. And I got a shout out for Jaden Molands, 25 points, and I'm sure he's got 10 rebounds.
Yeah, and the thing is, he doesn't do anything fancy. He's at the right place at the right time. He's fundamental, uses the backboard, uses his body well, and did a great job tonight.
That goes to show you can shut Creech down and somebody else is going to come at you.
That's right.
So
kick out, and that will end the basketball game 66-61.
Hard fought ball game. 66-61, Manus Blair. So, Jim, I tell you, I was impressed. Both teams really got after the 50-50 balls. They hit the board. They shared the ball.
Well, and you're starting to see a trend with Perry Central. The physicality that they play with, they did the same thing with Knott. Very, very physical, especially with their guards, really putting a lot of pressure on the basketball. And, when Perry Central can score and get that tertiary scorer like Prater tonight, hey, it's going to be a tough team come tournament time.
And you're, like Jim said, you're looking for that third scorer anytime. One can't do it, 2 might be able to do it, but 3 can do it, and 4 and 5.
But take your hat off to the Wolves, guys. They're
don't want to face them.
No, they're legit, David.
And if you go down to the Rose Gymnasium, you better have your ball shoes tightened up.
And it's a hard place to play anytime, much less when Coach Creech has got a product he can put on the floor like he has right now.
For Wolfe County Wolves, they will drop to 9-7. Maddox Brown did not score. Creech did not score. Cam Oliver with 13. Jaden Holland with 11. And, he did not score in the second half. Jackson Holland did not score. Jaden Molands with 25, as we mentioned. Robinson with 12. By quarter, 17, 11, and 16 for a total of 61. For Perry County Central, who will improve to 10-7, Dalton Combs with 17, Robinson with 6, Hacker with 15, Miller with 9, Couch with 2, Prater with 13, Miller with 2, scoring by quarter 10, 24, 15, and 17 for a total of 66.
Jim, your final thoughts on the game?
Well, a hard-fought win for Prairie Central. Wolfe County came in here, riding some confidence after knocking off Powell County, and my goodness, they gave it a great effort tonight. Very impressed with both teams. Saw some things tonight from Perry that I think, really makes them a real contender down the line.
They always are under Coach Hoskins. You're right, Jim.
And, that's without Mason Sumner as well.
Yeah. And I think Hacker was under the weather tonight as well. I saw him over there a couple of times, looked a little pale.
Next man up.
Absolutely. And next man up will be tomorrow night as Maynard Splar, Jim McCauley, and I will be back here. Brian Johnson, who knows? I think he has a meeting tomorrow, and he will not be with us till Friday.
Well, Becky may not let him.
Yeah, that's true. Becky may not let him.
No snow dancing.
But we'll be here tomorrow night for the Knott County Central Lady Patriots and the Lady Commodores, and that game should tip off around 7:20, somewhere in there, 7:25. So be sure you watch us on that, and we'll be glad to have you along. For Maynard Splar, Jim McCauley, David Adams, and all the Hometown 24 crew, we bid you good night from the John C. Combs Arena at Prairie County Central High School. Stay safe, everyone.